EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike. 52. Hey, Alpha.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Breida, he'll try the right side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Za'Darius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go, can.
Now Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Protein spill. At
the 49-yard line.
Motion. 2-by-2. Move.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
VAT! 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 45.
First and 10 for Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Cook following the penalty. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Rodgers. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
That's what I do. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Oh, you get on the head.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. Look at you. Let's get moving. Look at you.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Man, I got you.
Inside. Mike's 59. Mike.
Hey, exit. What we got? We not get it. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9". We not get it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Let's go. Bring it up.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Nice 57.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back. They go 368.
Mike 57.
To throw again, Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Single receiver.
Brings up second and
Motion,
5
motion.
at their 48-yard
368.
line. 57.
Hey, Delta.
57.
So don't say nothing.
57 is the mic. 57 is the mic.
Hands up.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Hey.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
57 is the mic.
Regular.
57 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, dude.
Mike 57. All day, just like that. Just like
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Mike 57.
Hey.
It's third down and 4.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, oh, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Coming for you, son.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, Mike. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wow. Back north. Hey, watch Sam. Watch. We're going to get out of 54. Mike, 54. Woo-hoo.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Hands up. Lady. 2-by-2. Move.
Let's get off the field.
Hands up.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Dalton now to pass. This to Jarwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
50 seconds.
Nice. Here we go. Can. Wait up. 6-6. Wait up.
They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. Open man is Uzomah. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow... And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
Now, a great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
88.
On first down, Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
58. Hey, check 26.
Mike, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
And it was a spectacular one-handed grab. On first down, it's Cook. Cook able to escape, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown run, and the Jets have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Dalton here from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Check. 59. Yo.
Hey, Charlie.
Yo. Check 59, Mike.
Look at you.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Fickens' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
93, 52 shot.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Flush to his right. He completes it to Boyd. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Blue 58.
Check, 59. Watch the slant.
26.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Green brings it in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.